Hello everyone. So in this lecture we'll see the working of all the layers of computer network and we'll see how they are interconnected. So let us consider, I already told you guys, isn't it some basics? So you know very well. Initially I told you, let's say this is one host, isn't it? Let's say this is host A and let's say this is host B in another network, isn't it? Let's say one process inside this host is this one and this is the process inside host B. So we can say that yes, you know very well. Yes, host to host delivery is taken care by which layer? That is network layer. And process to process delivery is taken care by the transport layer, isn't it? And hope to hope we can say that yes, one system to another system or hope that is taken care by the data link layer, isn't it? So guys, you know, yes, data link layer means we can say that LAN environment, local area network, so it will work from one hope to another hope, isn't it? Network layer and transport layer means we can say that these are required in the wide area network whenever internet is required, isn't it? So inside one LAN network, we can say that there is no internet. So once it is one network or one LAN is connected to another LAN, isn't it? Which is we can say that another network. Then we can say that network layer and transport layer will come into the Excel, isn't it? So how it this working is to be done? So one more thing I want to tell you. Yes, so network layer uses what? IP addresses, isn't it? Transport layer uses port addresses or port number. Port addresses, we can say that these are the port numbers corresponding to the processes. And IP address is corresponding to the host or system. And in data link layer, we can say that one more address is used, that is physical address we discussed, isn't it? Physical address. So three type of addresses are there. How these addresses are used, isn't it, during the communication, isn't it? Okay, so let us take one example, guys. Let's say one network is there, isn't it? Let's say this is one LAN, isn't it, inside your campus, isn't it? And let's say one host A is there and that want to connect with the Google server. Google server is also a host, isn't it? If these lies in the same network, we can say that yes, if both lies in the same network, then there will be a request and reply will be there, isn't it? So here we can say that there is no need of any router. Why? Because both hosts exist in the same network, isn't it? Next one, let's say your host is in one network, let's say host A, and Google server or Google host is, let's say, in another, yes, network, isn't it? Now what happens? Let's say, so to connect the, we can say that various networks, we can say that need of routers will be there. Let's say this is one router, isn't it? Now we can say that how this transmission will takes place. We'll see one. So how, yes, we can say that, yes, we can say that whenever there are two different networks, then inside, in between various routers will be required, isn't it? Then there will be a communication. So how, yes, the working of all layers will be happened, isn't it? We'll see one by one. Let us take one example. Let's say, so we can say that in TCP/IP model, only five layers are there: application layer, then transport layer, then network layer, then data link layer, and finally we can say that physical layer, isn't it? Okay. So let's say Application layer, we can say that, let's say, want to transmit one message, let's say message M. Whenever, let's say this is your host A. So at host A, we can say that yes, all layers will be present, isn't it? And somewhere, let's say here, one Google server is there or Google host is there, isn't it, in another network. How transmission will be, we can say that, yes, there. So transport layer will attach many more things, but we can say that along with this message, yes, port address of A, some random number will be there. What is the port address, isn't it? Yes, all these things you will see in the transport layer, isn't it? So no need to worry about that. So yes, this will be the, yes, we can say that any process inside A, yes, inside the host A, yes, let's say one process is there and the port number for that process is, let's say, X, and let's say destination port address is what, 80. So we can say that why 80, we can say that for some well-defined applications like HTTP and all, we can say that some predefined fixes, we can say that the port numbers are there. So for HTTP it is 80, so that's why I have written 80. Why it is fixed and not fixed, isn't it? Yes, you will see in the next layer, transport layer. So yes, for Google server, the process having the fixed port number, that is 80, and inside A one process is there, let's say port address is what, X. So we can say that this is what, this is source port number and this is destination port number. Source port number means, yes, inside host A one process will be there, for that one port address will be there, that you will see in transport, isn't it? So whenever the data will come to the transport layer, so it will attach one header. Inside header, some most important things are what? Source port and destination port. Many more things will be there, you will see in transport. Now, whenever this data will come to the network layer, then what network layer will do? Yes, this is the port number X80. Now, there will be a source IP, isn't it? Let's say that is IP address of A, and one destination IP, let's say that is IP address for Google host G, isn't it? So this is what? This is source IP address and this is destination IP address. These will be attached by the network layer, isn't it? Okay, so how the destination IP address will be obtained? Yes, with the help of DNS. Whenever I started the IP address, at that time I told you, isn't it? So with the help of DNS server, the IP address of destination, that is Google host, will be provided, isn't it? So network layer will attach its header, in which we can say that most important things are what? Source IP and destination IP. Other than these, many things will be attached. We'll see later, isn't it? Now next one, we can say that this message will come to the data link layer. So data link layer, we can say that will add, yes, we can say that this is IP of A, this is IP of G. Yes, it will attach what? Physical address, isn't it? Let's say physical address or MAC address, that is A, for A is MA, isn't it? After that, yes, here what will be there, isn't it? We'll see one by one, isn't it? Let's say in between one router is there. Let's say this is one router and this is host. So in this network, various stations are there, isn't it? Okay. So that is what? That is a default gateway or router, we can say that. Gateway is also a router, but some functionality is different. We'll see later. So we can say that yes, this is default gateway for every network. Yes, one default gateway or router will be there. So let's say host A is in one network, that is any LAN network. So yes, one router will be there corresponding to this network, isn't it? Now what will be happen? Yes, what data link layer will do? Data link layer will attach, we can say that, yes, physical address of this router, let's say R1. This router is R1, isn't it? how host A will know the MAC address of, we can say that, this router R1. So we can say that any network, we can say that every host inside this network will know about the, yes, IP address of that router that is provided by internet service provider, isn't it? So in your system, yes, the IP address of default gateway will be there, or this router will be there. So yes, with the help of that, we can say that yes, R1's IP address is known to A, but MAC address is not known, isn't it? So what will be happen? So we can say that A will request to this IP address to send the, yes, his MAC address. So router one will send the, we can say that, MAC address of itself, isn't it? And this is happening with the help of one protocol that is known as ARP, address resolution protocol. So address resolution protocol means what? We can say that knowing the IP address and getting the MAC address or physical address. So host A knows the IP address of R1. With the help of that, we can say that it will get the MAC address of R1 with the help of protocol AR. So in this manner, we can say that yes, host A will know the MAC address of R1, and that will be placed at this place. So this is, we can say that, the source MAC address, and this is the, yes, router's MAC address, isn't it? After that, this message will come to the physical layer, isn't it? So physical layer, we can say that, will convert this message into bits and will transmit, isn't it? Okay, over the link, isn't it? Okay, so we can say that yes, with the help of this, the destination MAC address, isn't it, this message will come to the router R1, isn't it? This message will come to the router R1, and you know very well, or we can say that at routers only three layers are present, that is physical layer, data link layer, and network layer, isn't it? So we can say that the data link layer is there. So data link layer will see what? Yes, we'll see. Yes, here destination IP address is what? MR1. Yes, so yes, correct. Yes, that means someone wants to transmit the data to me, isn't it? That is the mean. Okay. Now, yes, we can say that network layer will see, yes, we can say that, yes, these IP addresses, yes, yes, this is source IP address, that is destination IP address, isn't it? So, with the help of, we can say that these IP addresses, destination IP address is there. So, at this router, some routing tables will be there, and according to these tables, some algorithms will be applied known as routing algorithms. And with the help of that algorithms, yes, this packet will be forwarded to the next home, or we can say that to the next router, isn't it? So, yes, this message will come to the next router. So let's say this is router R2. So here this data link layer will put MR2 at destination. Yes, we can say that at destination. Yes, MAC address, it will be placing MR2. That means this packet will go to the R2 and so on, isn't it? Finally, yes, it will be, we can say that, reached at the Google, and at the Google host also we can say that all layers will be there: data link layer, network layer, transport layer, application layer, isn't it? So here with the help of network layer, yes, it can be identified that yes, the destination IP address is for Google host. Yes, so we can say that that is correct, isn't it? Okay, next, with the help of destination port address, we can say that this message will be going to the required process, isn't it? And that will be hand over to the application, whatever be the application. So in this manner, we can say that this transmission or this communication will happen, isn't it? So here we can say that this one hope to hope delivery is taken care by the data link layer. So here destination MAC address of routers will be placed and so on, isn't it? So we can say that this is the, yes, we can say that working of all layers, isn't it? So at source part, we can say that at source, all layers will be present. At routers in between, only three layers will be present, isn't it? And at destination also, we can say that all layers will be present, isn't it? So yes, we'll see what are the headers of transport layer, what are the header of network layer, isn't it? All these things we'll see in the, yes, separately in the separate chapter, like transport layer and network. So that was the introduction of processing of, we can say that, all layers. I hope this one is clear to everyone, isn't it? In the next lecture, we'll see yes, some more concepts regarding computer network. Okay, guys. So thank you so much.